Now we have our next term, or you can say definition, that is acceleration. Remember this thing, this is very important. So what is acceleration? Acceleration of a body is defined as the rate of change of its velocity with time, or you can say any change in velocity over a period of time. In simple words, if we'll see the definition, we'll see acceleration equals to change in velocity upon time taken for that change. So here change in velocity. What is this change in velocity? So the change in velocity is the final velocity minus initial velocity. That means a body is starting its journey from here and it is moving along a path and it is reaching to the final position. Okay, this is its final position and this is what initial position. So a change in velocity, that is final position, this is 10. Okay, and your initial was like 1. So final velocity will be what? Final velocity, this change in velocity is what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. That means the final velocity is what? It is 10 and initial is what? 1. That is 10 minus 1. So what you'll have? That is 9. So change in velocity means what? It is only 9. That is a body is changing its place from that it is changing its velocity from final velocity to initial. Okay? So a body इसके बीच का जो difference है, that we'll see what as a change in velocity. So final, we can say that acceleration is what? It is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. Once again, acceleration is equals to what? Change in velocity upon time taken for change. Fine. So change in velocity is what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. Okay, so we'll put this over here in the change in velocity. So what we have? Acceleration equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. This is what? Basic acceleration. Now what is here? These are the symbols which are used for representing acceleration formula. Acceleration is represented by what? Small a. Then our final velocity is always represented by v, initial velocity with u, and time t. So these are what? The symbols which are used to mention or to represent acceleration formula. That is acceleration equals to v minus u upon t. That is acceleration equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. Here a few points are there. Acceleration is a vector quantity. Its SI unit is meter per second square. Here we are having that meter per second square. That is what its SI unit. Now what we have, the acceleration is of two types. It is very simple and theoretical stuff. See, uniform acceleration is what? A body has a uniform acceleration if it travels in a straight line and its velocity increases by equal amount in equal interval of time. Or we can say a body has a uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at a uniform rate. Here you can see that velocity increases by equal amount in equal interval of time. This must be familiar to you because previously we have done that uniform speed, uniform motion. So in that we were having what? These terminology, that is it was traveling equal distance in equal interval of time. So here what? That distance is replaced by what? Velocity. So when the velocity is increasing in a proper amount or in an equal amount in equal interval of time. So here what we'll call this? Uniform acceleration. Great. So now we have examples of this. Motion of a freely falling body. That means a body is falling like this pencil. Fine. This pencil is falling down. See. So what is there? Its motion is what? It's uniform. Fine. Now we have motion of bicycle going down slope of a road when a rider is not pedaling. You must have seen that in a steep valley when you are driving a bicycle or any type of vehicle. So what happens? It usually a bicycle, when you will just release your legs from that pedal. So what you'll see that the cycle is going down with the speed. Fine. So what is that? That is uniform acceleration because you are not putting any extra acceleration in that. you have left those pedals, fine, and what is happening, that body is now in uniform motion. Then we have ball rolling on an inclined plane. Inclined plane means it is like this. See, this is what, an inclined plane, this thing. Okay, this surface which you are seeing, this is what, inclined plane. So this is what, straight line. Suppose I am rolling a marble over here, fine. This, okay, if I am rolling a marble from this inclined plane, what will happen? This marble will roll from here and it will come up to here. So this is what, inclined plane. So